Yeah, Rijeka has recycling bins everywhere, which is cool. That's like all of Croatia, but these ones are cool because look, they have little faces. This one, the glass one. And then this is just regular garbage. But yeah, you see these everywhere. It's cool. Hey, what's up? So we've now spent 2 nights in this flat in Rijeka. We haven't really gone into the city yet. We're just chilling for now, but today I wanted to just do a Q&A video of sorts. Lately I've been asked lots of questions, and a lot of them are the same questions over and over. So I thought today would be a good time for me to just put a video together to where I can answer those questions, clear some things up. If this is the first video you're watching of mine, thank you. But also know that if you go to my channel, there is a search function, there's a search box. So if you have a question about protein, insurance, how we afford to live this way, if you type in keywords in that search function and search my channel, you will find videos where I've talked about those topics. So please do that first before asking me questions. I guarantee you I've answered those questions before in a video or in the comment section several times. Okay, I'll just get into the questions now. Do we have health insurance? What happens if we need medical care? We don't have health insurance. We have traveler's insurance. That is good for accidents, if I break a leg or something like that, emergency situations. For regular medical care, we just pay out of pocket. Like, we went to the dentist once for cleanings. One of my teeth needed some repair on the surface. That was it. We just paid out of pocket for that. It was very affordable. We did it in Poland. And then in Croatia, I paid for a prescription for allergy medicine. I didn't pay for the doctor's visit. I just had to pay for the prescription. And that was $10 versus the $120 I would pay in the States without insurance. So it's affordable for us to just pay out of pocket. And we just don't go to the doctor often. That's the only time I've had to go visit a doctor the entire time I've been traveling abroad. I've gotten lots of questions and comments about, because I'm married to Kuba, who's a Polish citizen, EU, doesn't that mean that I'm automatically an EU citizen, that I can just travel around with him wherever he goes? And that's completely not true. It isn't automatic. Yes, I can apply for a residency permit to where I can travel with Kuba anywhere in the EU, but to do that we have to settle in one place. We have to rent an apartment and stay there while we wait for the paperwork to go through. So we can't be traveling around nomadically full time once that process starts. We would have to have a home base and travel out from there doing little trips up to 2 weeks long. We'll think about doing that later, but for now, it's easier for us to not start that process. So I am well aware that yes, I can apply for a residency permit. You have to rent a flat. It's not automatic. There's much more to it. So it's not just a case that you get married to an EU citizen and boom, you're allowed to go anywhere in Europe. That's not how it is. A similar question regarding Kuba. Since he's married to me, an American citizen, does that mean he can just come to the US whenever he wants? No, he can't. He also has to apply for a visa to visit. He's not granted citizenship automatically. That's another long, drawn-out process. We think we might do that in the future, but we don't know because that would require us to stay in the States for several years while that gets sorted. So none of that is automatic. Lots of questions about the van, like how do we legally drive it from country to country? We just do. Kuba drives it. The van is registered in Poland to him. So we just drive it around Europe, no problem. We've crossed borders, no problem. They just checked the van. When we left the Schengen into Croatia, they just searched the van briefly and let us in, no questions. We have insurance on the van. Like in some countries, like in Morocco, you have to buy special insurance just to cover the length of your stay while you're in Morocco. But for all of the countries we've visited in Europe, there's nothing like that. We just have regular insurance on the van and it's fine. Additional question about the van. I am not driving the van right now because I don't know how to drive manual and I haven't had time to learn it yet. So I don't have an international driver's license. That's something that I can get once I can actually drive the van. I will get the international driver's license for that. Oh, someone asked, like, will we ever live in the US permanently? I don't know where they get that idea from. No, that's never going to happen. I never want to settle in the US, and Kuba would like to visit the US because he's never been there before, so I'd be happy to like get a van or RV and like travel around the country someday, but we will definitely not settle in the US. Never going to happen. Oh, big question. All the time I'm asked this question. How do I afford to live this way? How do we make our money? How much money do we make every month? How much do we spend every day? All sorts of money related questions. And I've done a video on this, so I can post the link in the video description. So short answer, I earn money through my YouTube channel, through my blog, and through the 2 affiliate programs I use. Kuba also busks, meaning he plays guitar in the street. With all of those income streams, that's how we can afford to live this way. So the long answer is that we completely changed our lives, we changed our spending habits and how we view money, to where we live as minimalists now, so we don't spend that much money. But there's more info about that in the video in the video description. But yeah, and as far as like how much money we make each month, how much we spend every day, how much does it cost to live in a van and travel around, I can't answer those questions for you because I don't feel like it's going to be useful for you to know how much we spend every month. Right now, we don't have a bare bones budget. We're spending as much as we want because we can afford it. So we're not restricting ourselves when it comes to food, going to the cafes, because we can afford that, given all the different income streams we have. And again, me telling you that, oh, we spend only like $2,000 a month versus $10,000 a month, whatever, it's going to be different for your situation, so you just having that number, it's not going to help you in any way. The same when it comes to like building a van. We spent around $5,000 on our van, including buying the van and converting it. But your situation will be much different. So that's really all I have to say regarding the money stuff. I'm not going to disclose how much money I make every month, the YouTube channel, my blog, Kuba busking, and then the affiliate programs. It's more than enough money. Oh, and so what about retirement? People ask me this all the time. Like, what are we gonna do when we retire? I don't know. I've never been concerned about retirement. I don't plan on ever like not working. Both of us aren't concerned about that right now. And being concerned about that, that's not gonna stop us from doing what we wanna do right now. And then some van related questions about like, where do we shower? What about toilets? I've done a video about this too, so check the video description for like the long answer. We shower in the van using our sink and a washcloth. We use public toilets. We also have little, like a pee bucket and bottle for emergencies when we do have to pee and there isn't a toilet present, but that's rare. Occasionally we will go for a swim in a lake or use the public showers there, but everything else can be done in the van. I get asked all the time, like, well, why didn't you visit Scandinavia? What about Portugal? Why not Italy? Da da da. If you wanna know if we will visit your country, we definitely will. We just haven't gotten around to it yet. I've only been traveling this way now. It'll be the 3rd year in December. So that isn't that much time. I have the rest of my life to travel around Europe and the rest of the world. So I will definitely get to your country at some point. It's not that I was avoiding it or that it's too expensive to travel there. I just haven't had the time to get there yet. So that's all the questions I have right now. So if you're interested in videos like this, let me know in a comment, because I could start doing like weekly Q&A videos again. I was doing that for a while when I was like living in, where was I living? I don't remember, but a few months ago I stopped doing it just because I wasn't getting questions. But if you're interested in a Q&A video, I can start doing it weekly or every other week, so let me know. And if you have any questions you'd like me to answer, feel free to post them in a comment as well. And I don't want to discourage you from asking me questions, but I just strongly encourage you to use the search function on my channel, because I probably have answered it before. Oh, one more thing I want to add into this video, because I've gotten a lot of comments about this in the past few days since I did that one video explaining how you can stay in Europe indefinitely, traveling as a tourist. There is no 90-day limit for the continent of Europe. There's the Schengen area, where you can stay for 90 days within an 180-day period. And then every other European country sets their own specific time requirements for how long you can stay there. So it's not for all of Europe, it's for the Schengen area, 90 within 180, and then every other country is different. For a lot of those countries, it is 90 days within 180, just like the Schengen, but that means that you can visit the Schengen for 90 days, leave the Schengen, go to another country for 90 days, then hop around that way. So I don't know where people are getting that 90 days in Europe recommendation. I have no idea, and lots of people are commenting on it. It's just like, no, that's completely wrong. But check out that video and then check the link that I posted in that video because you will see exactly how long you can stay in each country. We plan to explore Rijeka and the surrounding area in the next couple days. But for the most part, we're just gonna be chilling in the flat, using it as a little vacation. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.